Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the UTEP Miners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports First down here for the offense. The inside handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Off play action. Let's it fly. Got his man on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're bringing heat. Wiggles free. Buys a little extra time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He leaves it with his back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. The Longhorns will keep this drive going.
I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for our 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out
and it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing up. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Longhorns are on the move. Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got it past the marker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he takes it in for the score. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give out of the gun. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Austin. Gets it out fast.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going back to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. A new set of downs after the completion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
The Longhorns trying to wedges, pushes, and he... Here comes the Texas offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Back to throw, it's Austin. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to buy time. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The throw to the outside is complete.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative penalty.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Austin. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for a tackle for the loss.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
Looking to throw, it's Austin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the fourth. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Throwing right. He's got him wide open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, there's no doubt where the quarterback's going to be looking in this 2-minute situation trailing in this game. Tonight, time and time again, he has been feeding this guy the football, already over 100 receiving yards, and he comes up with another big play for his quarterback on a 2-minute drive.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, we have seen it in this game, even though his team is losing. This guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to keep continuing to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let him down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th-quarter lead. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punching in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.